As we mentioned off the top of our newscast, human remains were found this afternoon in an area where Prince William County Police thought a missing teenager may have been around the time that he disappeared 1 month ago. Authorities have not identified the remains yet, and they say they'll need some help from the medical examiner's office. Our Joe Dominguez talked with the family of Palmer Marsh about the challenges that they say that they have been faced with since they've been looking for their loved one to come home.
It was very wild when we first got it.
At the Little Goat Farm off Burwell Road, near Highway 29.
All of this was overgrown with grass that came up to like here and stuff. It was, that's why we originally got the goats.
Something important is missing.
Like this entire area was just filled with trees and like I said before, Palmer cut most of them down. And
for Palmer Marsh, the farm is home, and it probably wouldn't be in the shape it is without him.
It's just like I can feel his absence everywhere. I just miss him so much.
Which is why when the 16-year-old walked away on May 2nd and didn't return, it worried his mother almost immediately.
He wouldn't run away, so we know something is wrong.
Susan Marsh knows her adopted son would sometimes take a walk if he was frustrated.
I didn't think anything of it, of even going after him, following him, because going for walks are when the kids, I would stress.
Because of Palmer's routine, a disagreement with his mother, and what typically happens when teens get mad, the Prince William County Police Department listed Palmer as voluntarily missing when the Marshes filed a missing persons report.
It doesn't make any sense.
We asked the Prince William County Police Department about their policy regarding missing children. A spokesman for the department told DCW 50 it follows standard practices regarding both missing cases and missing endangered cases, which may be why in mid-May, after 2 weeks away from school and home, sources tell us police started searching the family farm based on where his cell phone was last located. Susan wishes, as the owner of the cell phone, she could have begun that cell phone search sooner.
It shouldn't be that difficult for parents to be able to do that.
But without Palmer being listed as endangered, Susan's efforts hit a roadblock. Prince William County Police won't comment about Palmer's cell phone and the role it could play in finding him. Police tell us they can only use phone records by going through the court system, and not if they don't consider a missing child to be in danger. Even with expanded search resources since mid-May, including the FBI, who joined the hunt on May 24th, no clues. The Marsh family believes the search should have begun in earnest much sooner.
That's time lost, and every moment is critical, especially if you have a child out there that could be hurt.
Every police department handles a situation like this on a case-by-case basis. Assess the threat to a child and try to determine if he or she is in danger. Prince William County Police are now encouraging those living in the Nokesville area to check their properties and share his photo. The Marshes believe there's something else the public needs to know.
Palmer was last seen walking away from his home around 4:30. That's about the time a nearby construction crew is letting off for work. That's more eyes that could potentially see which way he was going.
With the increase of traffic on this road, the utility work that's being done here, as well as the tree cutting service that was also on this road at the time of Palmer's disappearance, it's very troubling.
Debbie Palmer's with the Aware Foundation, a national child advocacy group. She sees hundreds of cases similar to this one treated the same way by law enforcement. Wait and see if a missing person returns home before enacting a large search. Concerns over this standard practice led to a new law in Virginia named after Ashanti Billy. The 19-year-old from Prince George's County disappeared from a Virginia naval base. Billy was kidnapped and killed in September of 2017. The new law would allow law enforcement to enact an alert for vulnerable missing adults, similar to an Amber Alert for children and babies. In Palmer's case, Manning has encouraged that police are now treating this disappearance as a criminal investigation, reclassifying him as endangered May 24th.
The circumstances behind his disappearance are mind-boggling because it's just like he has just disappeared.
Mind-boggling because of Palmer's personality. He is shy, not a troublemaker at school, and active in swimming and wrestling.
I've had many parents reach out to me. You know, what can we do? My son was his best friend. And these kids are devastated at the school.
They're devastated on the farm as well.
You go through a shock period and not knowing what to do.
Wishing more could be done to bring them answers.
I want your listeners to be aware you can never tell your children you love them often enough. So please come home.
If he were planning on running away, he would have, started to indicate that. Like, he would have given signs, but no, it's just...
In Prince William County, Joe Dominguez.
Sorry, I don't mean to upset you.
No, it's...
DCW 50, News at 10.